Good morning, cadets, and welcome back to our Hogwarts Legacy playthrough, where we are gonna just fly around for a bit.
Wonder if they get detention.
Reason being, I wanna see if I am correct. We should soon receive an owl post. This is because I received what I was trying to do off screen. All the management, and I actually planned to go and do the race, but then at some point received an
We
owl
should
post.
speak with
There it
Mr.
is.
Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Will do, Poppy. Will do. So, yeah. That interrupted my off-screen farming or management. Therefore, luckily I had a save just before this happened. All this all post, so I just loaded up because I said, you know what, at least I can record it and not just read and say that I received an all post. And let's see if this actually translates into more quests or not. Ah, Natty, you're gonna make me wait on the ground. Come on.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I mean, yes.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Makes sense. So where can I find them?
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
So everybody inside Hogsmeade. What's the goal here? What do I hope to learn from them?
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Right, I'll speak with Mr. Yeah, I'll speak with them.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them.
We're gonna see her
Hopefully,
change.
by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
So you're not gonna change. I was hoping maybe she would change into a deer or maybe something else. Okay, who is first? Doesn't not exactly say. I'm tempted actually to speak with the one on the left. Was that the plant shop or one of the plant shop? Can't remember which one was this.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
The magic nip, yeah.
Revelio.
Well, he's
Hello there.
right here.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
Okay, we're straight to the point. I thought we were trying to be a bit more incognito, you know, not just ask directly. What if one of them is in league with Harlow? Right. I mean, Yeah, I think he was wise not to speak out because maybe he wouldn't be here.
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help.
Okay, we'll go.
Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Okay, one of them is in the shop, right? Can I cut through here? I think I can. Let's
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags.
yeah.
I should check there.
Are you actually inside or just outside?
Revelio.
Because I see a path.
Please tell me
Okay.
you didn't take it, but perhaps it's been here all along.
Who's not exactly inside?
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right, but we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man, but even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
What about the note?
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
Alright. And how are you hiding the extortion?
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none
okay.
of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I see. So you're basically living on borrowed time. Because once you can't do this anymore, then I suppose you're gonna have problems.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
I see. Well, thank you for telling me this.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Okay, will do.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
I wonder if the order matters or not. Of which you talk with them.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
What seems to be the problem?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
But why would he take your husband and not you?
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Aha, okay. Makes sense then. And have you given any information?
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
And does the note confirm this?
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Okay, I think this is as much as we can get.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Well, I'm already in danger. Plus, I am the danger. Mrs. Rabe, we do hope you will reconsider helping us with our banking needs. We've given you ample time to reach a decision on your own, but we are beginning to lose our patience. We know your husband would appreciate it if you were to see the value in our working together. Shall we expect a response by week's end? Best to keep this between us, if you understand our meaning.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Should get there fast, as I left the last location with the friends closest to where we need to go back. Oh,
It's not like
here.
Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Not good. Even the music changed. It's speaking up, right?
Can't imagine how much.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Why is this showing out here? Oh,
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
through here. Went inside. Hello?
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Can you say that again? My
Revelio.
face. No? Okay. Thought so.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Alright.
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Here we are. Right, this is a big
Accio.
location. Is it gonna be as easy as that, or do I need to...
A hidden door.
No, okay. Oh, we have optional
Revelio.
objectives. Okay.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Right. I mean, I'm gonna explore everything, so I might stumble upon those.
Revelio.
It's a big place.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Yeah. Well, as much as possible.
If people don't want this shop,
Stylish top hat.
Aaron's coming for her. We ought to just kill her.
Harlow says her friend will be reckless enough. He wants them alive.
I mean,
Student would
they're
be
not
arrogant
wrong.
enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
Oh,
It's dinner, I'm hearing.
we have
Had enough.
infamous foe.
Might want to look up.
You're no match for me.
Look what you've done. You'll pay for that.
Defender, you're not a regret match.
You will pay for your deed.
That's just the big.
Okay, anyone else?
Revelio.
No? Not so. My darling Otto, I have read your last letter over and over, and I'm certain to read it again each hour until we are able to meet. I dread the notion that I will not see you soon, but I am not without hope. I long for the day that our engagement can be shared with those whom we love, especially my dear father. I do not wonder at your wanting to wait until you are more settled, my love. And I know that you are doing all you can to ensure that such a situation is within our grasp. Please allow me to say that these past months of being unable to share publicly the feelings which exalt me to the utmost pinnacle of happiness have been an existential challenge indeed. And now I'm off to read your letter once more. Yours affectionately, Rosie.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
So, did we destroy it automatically, or...
Revelio.
Or we will have the options to give it back, just in case. You are as dear to me as an augury, whose voice foretells the coming rain. You are as loved by me as a crop could be, whose loyalty is true and plain. You have cast a spell over my heart. I want it not undone. You have charmed me from the very start. You have always been the one. Dulcibella Filbert.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Also, have collection chest.
Revelio.
So does that mean... I think that means I have everything completed in the Hogsmeade Valley. Because we needed one more infamous fog, which we found here. And then Hogsmeade for one collection chest. Nice. Okay, there's one more chest here. And what about
Revelio.
this side? Come on. Right.
Accio. Also.
Can we clear it out? Come on. Really? There we go. Please tell me I can pass. Oh, more or less.
Revelio.
Oh, please tell me I can pass back. Cool, perfect.
What?
Nothing's going on. Shh, don't worry. Is this actually the right way?
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. Boss will deal with her when he arrives.
Levioso. Defender. Confringo. Glacier.
Expulso!
Incendio. Arresto Momentum. Levioso.
You're going to regret that.
Confringo.
Okay, that almost happened.
Revelio.
And well, not much left. I see just some gold over there. And we actually could have climbed through here as well. So that was just a side.
Natty must be here somewhere.
You found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you.
What do you mean
Speak
us?
to Mr. Rabe. He was ready to help.
Ah, okay.
Revelio.
So both of you are here. Cool.
Mr. Rabe. Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your
Can
friend
we-
Natty was not able to summon my wand. It must be blocked by something.
Can I give Natty her wand now? Or yeah, I guess afterwards.
Revelio.
So...
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there.
Oh, hello.
My wand is
Hello,
somewhere in this
Hamura.
room. I can tell.
There's a hidden chest. On my side spin. There we go.
Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back.
Yep, here you are. The old thing.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Is that it? I thought maybe we're gonna have enemies. Like we have to protect him while he dispels the curses. Can I give Natty her
Thank
one
you,
back?
Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
You're welcome.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Don't you want your wand back? Okay. I mean, find a way out. We'll just go the way we came in, right? You said be prepared for a fight. Where's the fight? Unless it's gonna be outside of the hideout?
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Okay. Oh, and she's
Natsai
automatically here.
Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
I mean, considering how many Ashwinders I've been dispatching left, right, and center, sure, but you haven't been too much help.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
You're welcome. I suppose I gave your wand back already? Okay. Not that you need it, because you said you can do magic without the wand. I just hope Officer Singer is not a double agent. Because yeah, I understand what she means. And all that. Like there's more than just go around and wave your wand. You need to be smart about it when you take out an organization. And yeah, okay. Infamous Fall in Hogsmeade Valley completed. So everything in the north of Hogwarts, including Hogwarts region, is completed. Because yeah, that collection chest was the last for Hogsmeade. Perfect. All that remains, it's in the south. 2 collection chests there, Felcroft, and 1 in Hogwarts Valley. And then of course we have all the south area together. Perfect. What's in collection? Yeah, the infamous foe, and then... Oh, we got mail from...
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Good luck. Okay. No quest from that? I'm just wondering. No. It was literally just a follow-up. Are you gonna make me wait? No. I see, Poppy doesn't make me wait on the ground.
I can
She's
do
already
this.
here.
I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Don't think they will like this.
I'm not sure about this. I can't imagine they're fond of being surprised.
We don't have a choice if we want to help the Snidgets. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
Well, they are known to being wise.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
Speaking of secrets, I do want to tell you why Victor Rookwood's after me. He's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock's after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig's asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps explain a bit about what we saw back at Horntail Hall. Of course, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. Even the centaurs won't know.
We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
Fingers crossed. Hello. Yeah, no one's.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Plan B?
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
A bit of dissension.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
South. What do you mean? South of the whole map, or?
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Wait. Isn't moonstones common?
Isn't moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
Uh-huh. I mean, he was annoyingly cryptic.
He could have been a bit clearer or stayed a moment and answered our questions.
Centaurs can be cryptic. Gran says no one talks more in circles than a centaur. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
You do that. Okay, so...
The music room is so disrupted with all those bells ringing again.
It's okay, don't worry. Alright, so that's the quest done. I thought we were gonna have something else opened up. Yeah, if he says cave in the south, I have a feeling he means in the south part of the map, which we haven't properly unlocked just yet. Alright, let's... Is there any... No, there's no other side quest. Gear... I do have... Yeah, I still didn't manage to identify those items because of the outposts. We do have a lot to identify in the outfit area. What I have in inventory, it should be... the poetry book. And here... Yeah, the infamous foe. And this should be collection over here. Somewhere. I might have already hovered over it. Yeah. You know what? I'm in the Forbidden Forest, and as far as I remember, should be a troll lair nearby. I'm just curious to see if the trolls spawned again. Because I'm not sure what's the spawning times for the trolls. While I was doing off screen, the farming, it was... I did take care of the trolls, and then... No, okay, still not here. I wonder if they're gonna spawn. They should, because in all the other layers I had spiders respawn and all that. So it might be a very long time for them to respawn. Okay. On the broom. And towards Hogwarts. And see if we have any outpost appearing. He might actually decide to pop up right at the worst moment. And I have a feeling this, since it says just speak, it might be just a conversation. Here, nobody... Oh, almost nobody is out. There is somebody out there. Right, okay. Throw up here. Down here. We're gonna pass the Slytherin common room. Or at least the area. Okay, I guess no more outposts. Yeah, you need to give me access to the south part of the map. we have mostly done everything in the north.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map.
All right,
Fortunately,
we'll do.
the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
Really?
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Okay, so how do we do that? I have my
How will
suspicions.
I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Well, I do have my suspicions. How? I wonder if that's the case.
You are the talk of the school since you saved Mr. Rabe and I from the Ashwinders. We have come so far. We should discuss the next steps in our plan to stop Harlow.
Okay, will do. Is this just gonna be another conversation quest with you, Natty, or... Ah, the apologies plot. Yeah, had a feeling. So we're gonna do a polyjuice potion. Perfect. How far is Natty? Great Hall. Seems kind of pretty straightforward. Let's maybe go there. Have a chat with Natty. Hopefully it's just a conversation. Then I'll probably leave it there for this episode and speak with Professor Fig and any other side quests in the next part. I know, I can fast travel, but this way at least I won't have to bother with too much editing of the cutscenes, not cutscenes, the loading screens. Plus, we get to admire more of Hogwarts. And also would give time for any owl post to be sent to me. Yeah, this is the first secret we solved, we stumbled upon. I think in this area I could have flown with the broom. Just to do a straight line. It wouldn't have been much of a travel. Also, how are we doing with the points, guys? Which is Slytherin over there. Am I seeing points there or? Guys, what's this? It's the only Gryffindor and Hufflepuff having points. I'm not seeing any in Ravenclaw and neither in... Boo! This is rigged. Like seriously, this is rigged. All those points to Slytherin, there's no points. Okay, you're gonna make me wait. At least
I have
wait
been
on
meaning to
the
speak with you.
wait on the sofa or whatever, on the chair, not on the floor. This was a missed opportunity, game. Come on.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
I mean, her concern is warranted.
I don't blame her for being concerned. We have been involved in some dangerous activities.
As the Ashwinders were locking me up and threatening my life, it did occur to me that my mother may have been right.
Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
I mean, I don't know how old you were at that time, so I doubt there would have been that much you could have done to protect yourself. And also, yeah, I thought, I was thinking about other dark wizards that attacked you, but it was just simply muggles. Alright.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
And how is your mother doing?
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
Indeed. And what would your father think of what we've been doing?
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed.
Interesting
Thank
saying.
you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
But what if there's no houses around where it rains? Right. Okay, we see the tablecloth. This is Slytherin. Then we have Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, and then Hufflepuff. Yep. Alrighty then. Is there anything else extra? No, we just need to speak with Professor Fig. Again, unless I'm gonna receive more outpost while I'm heading over there. How far will you be from this location? Oh, again, not far. Let's just walk for a bit and see if I receive any other outposts. And then I'll leave it there for this episode. Now, of course, while I'm gonna do my stuff off screen, like the management, go to the room of requirement and all that, of course I won't be in the same position as I'm gonna leave my character once I end this video. So this does not matter which direction I'm going. Oop, it's actually this way. Okay. Doesn't seem to be anything of interest happening. Yeah, I keep saying that I have a feeling that there's not much else gonna happen until I open up the second half of the map. I do believe this is
Revelio.
Yeah, his office right here. Alright. I guess we're gonna leave it here for this episode and continue next time. So hopefully you enjoyed this part, guys. But as always, don't forget to take care.